How's it going, YouTubers? Alright, Jeremy here at Chaos Garage, and we are continuing with our 9-inch conversion. Now, we've got our bars made. They're dangling right here. We've got our brackets welded on the rear end, as we showed. And we do need to do our pan hard and a couple other things. But before we do that, I noticed when we were in here before that when you get up inside here with the 9-inch, that it's literally, sorry about that, dropping stuff. Anyways, so it's literally about 1 inch from the back here. So this guy has got to get clearanced a little bit. So it's basically a plastic. Now, I mean, if this was plastic ABS plastic, regular plastic, whatever, you know, they were doing back then, or fiberglass, no problem. Now, if anybody's ever cut on this material before, you've had terrible luck with it, I'm sure, with saws, jigsaws, you know, just about everything. But the one thing that I've actually had super good luck with is a diamond blade on a grinder. For some reason, this stuff cuts through it like butter. That blade actually gives you the ability to actually control it and have a nice, clean, straight line. And you cut the shape out, you know, quite easily. It doesn't gum it up and melt and all that stuff most of the time. Now, every once in a while it does do it, but you can still clean it up and get a nice cut out of it. So, on that note, what we're going to do next is we're going to prep the area here. Oh, let me set this down for a second. Oh, and as an extra, didn't show this before, but we also added in a cross brace with a drive shaft loop on here. We need to add protection just in case this guy, you know, flings up. It's going to catch something and not this flimsy plastic where the passenger's sitting. Now, we got some steel here, but it's, you know, really, really thin stuff. You can't even put a jack on that. It'll damage it. So, all right. Well, back over here for our clearance area. Let's get you in a good position here. All right, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to get my gear on. All right, before I totally get geared up here, hefty little trick. If you want to basically cut quarter panels, metal, whatever you're working with, steel components, steel parts, painter's tape is a beautiful thing. You don't always want to draw on stuff, but you do want straight lines. So you can take painter's tape. Doesn't have to be expensive stuff, but essentially I made some marks. You can probably see a couple of them, and I've got a mark up here, and then I've marked like back over here and again over here. Now, oh, there goes my safety glasses. Anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this painter tape to basically give myself some straight lines. Now, you can just, it doesn't matter left or right. We'll put the left or right parts over it. And we'll just bring this over, find that line that we want to cut. So we can get somewhat straight here. The beauty is you can use parts around the vehicle to make sure that you're going straight. Alright, sorry about that. We had some technical difficulties. Alright, so basically we got one line here, and like I said, if you spray it with some rubbing alcohol, that'll help the tape stick. Sometimes it just cleans it off. Alright, so we want to get long enough just to go forward, give us a straight line. Now, the best thing about that blade is when you put it in there, it's going to want to walk that straight line anyway, so we'll be pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and knock that nub off real quick. All right, safety glasses, shield just in case, never know. All right. So we'll just see how this does on the thicker plastic stuff. Now, that was pretty loud. Hopefully you guys, we were able to tone the video down for you, but, all right, so let's get this tape back on there. Of course, we made it really dusty now, but that'll be all right. There, that looks better without that away. All right, so essentially we don't want to try to go past this area just yet. We're gonna just come up to that spot, and hopefully that's more than enough that we need for the pumpkin and all that stuff to basically get in there. Now, when we start cutting in this larger area, as you can see, it gets pretty dusty, so you might want to put a mask on or something like that. So I'll back you up just a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't get too dusty in here. All right, so we're back. We're gonna get the rest of this cut out, follow this nice little rectangle we got here, and we'll see how this goes. I'll show you how well this cuts. All right, so I'm just gonna walk the blade in and then walk over to it. Now, stuff like this, we'll just switch. So that way we don't run into stuff. And I might need to take the guard off. We'll see. All right, so here we go. Watch your ears. All right, so now what was in the car is now out. All right, so as you can see, nice clean lines. With that, it didn't gum it up, and it made it good. So, there you go. So, if you need to cut fiberglass, ABS, plastic, stuff like that, that is a good way in just about all kinds of plastic. I don't know about Lexan or anything like that, but give it a shot. They're pretty cheap, only $7 or $8. So there you go. All right, so there's that tech tip. Hope that works out for you guys. Hope that's something that can come in handy for you. And appreciate you guys tuning in to Chaos Garage. I'm Jeremy, and have a good day.